Welcome to this video presentation here at Wimbledon Carriage Company. Here we have the BMW X1 X line on a 70 plate. I'm going to start off first of all by showing you around the outside of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through just a few of the controls on the inside of it. From the outside you can see it's a 5-door car with alloy wheels. We're going to start off inside the boot area of the vehicle first of all. The tailgate on this car will open electronically. You can either do that from the key or from the tailgate itself. As we approach the back of the car, you'll then see we have reversing sensors. Plenty of boot space as well. You can increase this space further should you wish to by folding down any or all of those 3 rear seats you see there. Okay, so we're just going to work our way back around to the front of the car. And as I mentioned, we'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside from there. But now that we've done a full circle of it, you can see it's in fantastic condition the whole way round. Just briefly before we climb in, I think it's well worth seeing the interior from this exterior point of view. There's plenty to run through on the dashboard, so let's hop in and we'll do that now. Okay, now that we're inside the car, we're going to start with the dials first of all. On that left-hand side, you can see the speedometer and fuel gauge. On the right-hand side, the rev counter for the car. Also within that section, it will show you what gear we are in. This car's got an automatic gearbox, so we, of course, are in park at the moment. If I put it into drive, you'll see that that will change, again, dependent on the gear that we put the vehicle in. In the centre, the mileage at the time of recording this video on this car is 39,214. You can change the information that's displayed above that by pressing a button on the end of the indicator stalk for various bits of trip computer, fuel economy information, or that digital readout for the speedometer that you see being shown there now. If we back out to the steering wheel next, over on the left-hand side, we have cruise control. And we have speed limiter. You can adjust the speed of that from here after you've set them. Over on the right hand side, we have our stereo and phone controls, including voice activation just here. Behind the steering wheel, the minus and plus paddles are so that you can change up and down a gear manually with this automatic gearbox. And then next, we're going to come to the central touchscreen. So, as I say, it is touchscreen, very simple to use, much like using any smartphone. You can, if you wish to, push and hold. You'll now be able to reorder everything that you see up there should you wish to do that. You don't have to use the touchscreen, incidentally. So you can see I'm making movement on the screen now, and that is being done using the iDrive system, which is essentially this dial. You can do virtually everything from here. You do have a collection of buttons that surround it, and all of those are labeled. So if, for example, I press map and we come back up to the screen, we're on our satellite navigation. As I say, you can just do that by twisting to navigation, pushing that dial down. You could go down to map, you could input a destination from here. We can come back a step. When it comes to listening to music in this car, we've got our media and radio all in one category there. So DAB, FM and AM radio. We've got Bluetooth audio, so you can stream your music wirelessly. We have USB input as well. Back out to the home screen, you pair your phone under the communication heading just there. Under the My Vehicle heading, there's lots of things you can go into, one of which is the vehicle status menu, which will give you an overview of your tyres, your engine oil level, service requirements, so lots of things you can go into there. You can see that everything is okay on this car. Working our way down from that, we've got the main volume on the stereo just here, and then dual zone climate control beneath that. So you can adjust the passenger temperature, the driver temperature. You can increase and decrease the fan speed from the middle here. You can determine where you'd like the air to be distributed once it enters the vehicle. When you're happy with those settings, the air conditioning is off at the moment, so that turns it on. And that's indicated, of course, by this light. Same button will turn it off again, or hit auto. The car, as you can hear and see, will now take full control of the fan speed and the direction of the air to maintain those 2 temperatures. If I press auto again, I go back to whatever setting I had that on previously. We've then got heated driver and passenger seats, both of which have 3 separate heat settings on each. Below that, we have 2 cup holders, a bit of storage back here, as well as a 12-volt charging socket that you can see there. We've got the gear lever for the fully automatic gearbox. We can turn the traction control off for the car. You can change your driving setup from Sport to Comfort or Eco Pro. We've got the parking sensors you can turn on and off. We then have an electronic handbrake, and we're back to the iDrive system, which we've been through already. The last thing I wanted to touch on is the paperwork we have for the vehicle. So you can see in the envelope here, we have the spare key for the car. So 2 keys in total. The V5 registration document is just there, showing that it's a 1-owner car from new as well. all that leads me to say is thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you'd like to come and see the car for yourself and have a test drive, or you'd like a live bespoke video tour, please feel free to give us a call here at Wimbledon Carriage Company. We'd love to hear from you soon.